conditions and conditionals.
Okay. What can you say about conditionals?
We spoke about how we can use React conditionals, especially when using ternary operators. When you were asked how we can deal with an else if statement, you explain how we can just put a condition on a condition that feels like a nesting if statement.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. Nice one, nice one. Isaac, what about you?
Yeah, so basically we use the ternary operator to like do the conditional ranging. If this is true, this should happen. If this is false, this should happen. And also, I think we also use this knowledge coalescing operator last week to render components on the UI. That was what we kind of like did.
Okay, so today let's just look into React Router. We're looking into Router today. Then we'll go to styling. Then we'll start looking at hooks. Yeah, I'm basically done. Like, yeah. So if you can do router styling hook, let's can do use effects. Then on Saturday we'll pick three. Then next class we'll pick three. So React Create React app doesn't include page routing, and the React Router is the most popular solution. So when we use our normal Create React app to create React app, routing is not included by default. Maybe only stuff like Next.js or Next yeah, Next.js that routing is involved in by default, and down is file based where what you just do is just read your Moscow your file structure and just create files based on the file structure they are reading, the decoder or something like that. Forgotten. So that just it basically. And Vite, I don't think Vite or Vite does not have almost go a router in it automatically. You have to like install, you have to install the React router. Yeah. Please, if I'm making any mistake, come on. No, I'm not making mistake. So to add the React Router package, all we just have to do is install it into our application, and the way we install it is npm I slash dash d then React Router done. npm I dash d React Router done, and you install the package into your application. And to install the latest, you can also use latest flag. Like just to install the latest of any package, you can use latest flag. So let's just go. So to create an application with multiple page routes, let's first start with the file structure. Within the source folder, we'll create a folder named pages with several files, and each file will contain a very basic React component. Okay, you know what? This I think we just do this to because I would like to like display how we do this. Like we do I'll display it for you, but let's just continue. Basic usage. Now we use our router in index.js file, and this our router is being used. You can see we use the browser, we import browser routes and routes from React Router DOM. Then keep everything like all our applications inside the browser router or where our routes is. Then keep our routes inside routes. Then each page or each screen we want to route to, we keep it inside this one route. So what it does is when we click on this is just like a layout for the application, and inside there just like almost call. what changes? Like it's like this the B3 schools now. The app folder contains all the app file contains all this stuff, but inside here, like this box for now, this box is where our route is to each and every one of these to each and every one of these pages. So that's how you see that when we click on a particular page, nothing changes here, nothing changes here, only what is here changes. So that's how React does its routing. And yes, so we first route our content in browser router, then define our routes. And an application has have multiple routes. Our basic example is only one. So routes can be nested, and the first route as a part of blah 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 blah. I think for this one, we just have to like display it. Like we just have to do it. So let me create projects. Um say create routes. Create routes. Let's just scroll. I'm sorry, please give me minutes, sir. Yes, sorry about that. I have to go and check out. Um, this is still working. Ah, let me check out script right up again. Um, this is still loading.
So is it how to create React router with Vite?
No, how to use, yeah, I just want to almost go demo how to use the React router, like how to just create it and do it.
Okay, okay, no problem.
So yeah, so I was trying to do it with Crow, but it's taking time. So I just want to use Vite. I'll do this again. Then create um, create Vite and delete this. And then Vite and delete this. Let's call this routes. So something going to take time. So what I'm just doing that Vite is also like an Next.js. If you learn this, they are just built on top of React. So it's like frameworks on top of that also on top of React. So if you can get it, especially invite, like if I can demo it invite and you understand what I'm doing, like you will see it's a normal crucial app. But Vite is just faster. I think lighter than normal crucial app. And see this one is still going. Let me choose React. Let's go with JavaScript and and this guy is still going. We already finished this one. Let me just cancel this guy. Just using my space. So yeah, I'm cancel this guy. Now you can see into routes and start over. This guy again. Etc. Tools and bam. So for this, let me run it. For this, I'm just going to clear everything. So then with this, I'm just going to clear everything. If I run dev, let me clear this because I just want the routes to be the pages. And let me create some pages. On name pages. So let me see. This is one about privacy. Contact us. Message contact us. Yeah. So So sorry about this, so that it's taking time.
It's all good.
So yeah. So while we're waiting for this, I'm not listening like this. While we're waiting for this, let's install. Let's do what they asked us to do. So the first step to creating the React router is to install the React router or add it into a file as a package. So this is our file as a package. So for that, I'll just create another terminal and paste the code here. Okay, cool. Let's start this. So this now. Okay, let me know this your times. Let me just open a project that I've been doing and clear recent. So documents which one can I use? So sorry. Oh, good. Okay. Let's load this. No. Um, Yeah. Oh, thank God. So yeah, let me just start this. Okay. Start. So I'll just create the screens again. Yeah. So screens. Then then um just about about just previously about just six. Yeah, I think it's just okay. We'll just work with this. Okay. Yeah, so like the first step we said earlier, we should install the packages. So the code we've copied it already before. So I'll just paste it here now. About that's installing, let me just fill this with dummy data. Oh, so yeah, and I'll clear this also. So next thing we're going to do now is let me import all the files or all the screens. So I just name them screens just for convention's sake. You can default that screens for convention's sake. You can name it anything. Just keep everything arranged. So import about from about import home from home import privacy from privacy and yeah. Okay. Now I have a browser so I can use this. Yeah, so I'll have to now blank because there's nothing there. And let's just follow the access now. So the next step is import our browser routes and routes from the application. So into the app or where you want to use it. So import browser router routes and routes distribution. Yeah. So now to create routes in your application, your browser router like should be like the top of the application. You see, these guys really doing their stuff. Your browser router should be the top of the application, just to show that this page okay has route and everything. So put this here, take it down, and put it. Then where we want to put our routes, keep our routes. And why we just do this is just to specify the space where we want to keep our routes. Like if you have this thing, if you have sidebars and whatever, just like W3 pages. I really want to change a specific type of routes. Where should we keep it? That's what routes is for. Routes specify this particular space. We keep our routes. Why routes? Route just specify the particular route. Like when we reach a particular almost go a particular route in GRL. It's just this name like straightforward. This so their names are just straightforward. When we reach a particular route in the URL, route just specify okay when we reach this particular part, display this element. When we reach this particular part, display this element. When we reach this particular part, display this element. Yeah. So we have parts and elements. You can see parts for slash. That's our own parts. Display home, about, display about, privacy. This is display privacy and so on. So this just how your routing is basically. Let's see how it is. Yeah, you can see it's at home now. If I do slash about, you can see it's at the about page now. And if I do slash privacy, it's at the privacy page now. So that's how you route your 6 bits basically. I know this one has been long, but I hope you understood. I hope you understood like this routing stuff.
I'm not really getting it.
Okay. Okay, so let me explain it again. So the basic usage of routing just follows like your this thing, your conventional routing. Like when you are moving from one page to another page on your website, the basic usage of routing just follows it. And to use it, to access it, what we just do is right. We so yes, to access it, what we just do is in our app folder or where we want to access the route. After we've installed the React Tractor DOM package from npm using this code I showed earlier, this one. After we installed the package, then firstly, the first thing we do is we wrap the whole code where we want to use it in a browser router, the browser router components. Then the next thing we'll do is where you want to put your routes. You wrap that place around with routes like this, like wrap it around with routes, just to show that your route is here. And why they do it like that is if I want to keep something like let's see something I want to show for the routes, like let's see let me put I'll say this is a header or sidebar or anything is to show for the routes. Then for each route, you now put routes like this. Routes like that the basic most basic usage of routing. So the first one we install the router. We install the router into our application using our code. Then we import the following from the router package. browser router routes and routes. Then we wrap the whole code inside browser router. Then wrap where we want to use our routes inside routes. Then wrap each route or create each route. So the route component accepts two attributes or has two attributes. It has paths and has elements. So path just shows like this part over here. This part over here, that's what path is. If it's blank, it's just a slash. Then if it has anything, you can have anything inside. And it can keep on going, it can be nested. So you can see part about and part whatever. So once this part is reached, yeah, the elements that is inside there gets displayed at this route, wherever this route is, wherever this guy and this guy is, the elements inside here that correlates with that as the routes inside here, the the element inside the route tag that has the particular part we are in now gets displayed. So for this one, let me check the part we are in. Here we're in privacy. So this privacy element gets displayed or privacy screen. Sorry, screen or component gets displayed. You understand now? Hello?
Yeah, I'm following you.
Okay. As go about you.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yes,
I
so
get. I
does
would
anyone
need to
have any
like
questions?
go.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I said I will need to like go through it again because it's kind of confusing a bit.
Yeah. That's normal. Like when you start learning something new, to kind of be confusing at first. Then
Yeah, I think
once
if I use React router, I think it works best with a project or something. Because
yes,
I I learned it one time, but until I actually used it, I never actually understood it. So it was when I was using it that I actually understood it well.
oh cool. Yeah. I was meant to give you all assignments, but I forgot. Um I think the last class we had was Tuesday and nobody reminded me. I forgot, so sorry about that.
I, I,
Anyhow, sure.
I think
Eh?
I thought I mentioned it though. Sorry. It came to my mind,
Oh,
I think the time they asked for the recording, was it yesterday or on Tuesday? Okay, yesterday morning. I wanted to see it, it just
yeah.
skipped my mind.
Mm. Sorry about that. I beg remind me sometimes. I don't know. Let's
No,
forget
no, I understand.
something.
You obviously have a lot to do. You're trying to doing us a favor like this. We appreciate you.
Nah, no. Don't worry, man. So, um, yeah. So another usage of React Router is pg/components, and the layout components as outlets and link elements. The outlets renders the current route selected, while the link is used to set the URL and keep track of browser history. Anytime we link to an internal path, we use a link instead of the normal a href blah blah blah. The layout route is shared. It's a shared component that inserts common content on all pages, such as navigation menu and whatever. So we have our layouts or Moscow component over here. Just like remember I told you your layout last time that this can be a layout. Yeah, you can just put everything. So you can also have your navigation. Yeah. So the thing about this thing that your first structure that you can have like how do I put it layouts for each type of screens. These are screens here. Then inside the screens you can have something like you can have a folder and name the folder something maybe Mm. Best one mixing it up with React Native. You can you can do that. Now I'm mixing up with React Native. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we can have a this thing and this app you can just keep it as a layout. Like layout just means like the templates which others to follow. Like once you just put it like this header that's over here will get displayed for the rest. Like no matter the page we are in, the header will always get displayed. But we can use it for what they are doing here. I don't agree with Isha. I don't agree with it. Just creating a this thing and naming it layout JS when you want to use it for sidebar or for navigation. So I don't agree with what they are doing, Sha. So yeah, let's say this was sidebar now. We wanted to use sidebar for navigation and we want to link, we want to just like this is sidebar, then this just was there. Then we have our navigation tag, we have our another list and each list element inside this. By each list element has a link and the link is linking to a particular part. That just is basically just like this. That just is basically. And just like your normal link, your HTML, when you do your A then href, but instead of href, we use link to over here, and that just is different. Yeah. So that just is basically on your actual thing. Do you understand the concept of this link link and outlet?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
Wait,
let's
sorry,
look
could you
at
come again on the
styling.
sorry, could you come again on the outlet part?
Yeah.
I can understand the link, but that outlet, I think I've forgotten what.
Yeah, so they said the outlet just renders the current related.
Okay.
But I
Yes,
don't
I think I.
yeah, yeah, but I don't think like you have to use it
Yeah,
because
I
I'm not busy.
it's not that necessary.
Yeah. So styling. So just like your normal this thing, just similar, let me see, just like similar to your HTML, there are three types of styling. There are three common types of styling. There's your inline styling, there's your CSS style sheets, there's your CSS modules. And there should also be internal. But let's continue. Sha. So inline styling is just when you add your style into your what's called your elements. And the way you add your style into your elements is unlike you just put style, then two colon and the styles you want to put. So let's look at the result of this. You can see that this is red, like color red, just like our normal CSS before this in color red. And we should note that styling is done. The styling property names are in camel case for React. They're in camel cases, unlike the normal HTML that they are separated by hyphen. Yeah, you should know that. And yeah, we can also use JavaScript objects to style. Sorry about okay, yeah. And this is just like inline styling, where you just like put your style somewhere, then append it. But the difference between inline styling and this is that for this one you have to like create the objects, your style object, and put it inside the particular element you want to style. So nothing like um ID or whatever for this one. You just create your style object and input it. So if you want to style padding, sorry, if you want to style this paragraph, you create your style object, or you want to apply this style into this paragraph, you create style attribute, then input the my style inside the style attribute. You can also create your CSS style sheet. and it's just the same normal way you create your CSS in normal HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Then you create your CSS file and import it. And the way you import it is just the normal way you import your stuff. Yeah, that was basically. So CSS modules. Another way of adding styling to your application is to use CSS modules. CSS modules are convenient components that are placed in separate files, and the CSS inside the module is available only for component that imported this. You don't have to worry about the name conflicts. Okay. To create the CSS module with .modules.css extension. No. Okay. So we just like start then the module. Wow, this module. At least I've not used this, but this is nice. So you just create like each style. Maybe it's just kind of like an object. You're like you're importing from a particular module, like the module you already know. So you import functions from it. But this instead of functions, this time you're importing styles. So this style is for big blue. You can have another style for, let's say, dark red. You can have another style for light orange. And you just import styles from the module, and to access it, you just do styles dot the style wants to import. Yeah. But hardly use this sha. So yeah, yeah, this is even true. Oh, please, what to be the answer of this stuff? Wait, I'm coming. Yeah, what to be the answer?
It will be the third one.
Yes, correct. Before I don't mention when you're importing styles for modules, you use class name instead of styles. The same thing with when you're using styling framework. This styling framework now styling library, sorry, like Tailwind, CSS, Bootstrap, and so on. You use it inside your class. You use it inside your class name. Like you put them inside class name and so on. When you're using your regular styling, that is inline or the JavaScript objects inside your page, you use your style attributes. Yeah. So, um, I think that's all. That's all we'll do for today. And yeah, let me just draft out the assignment now so I won't forget. So we're going to create a React application that has 5 pages. Is it five? Yes, 5 pages. Let me type it as I'm talking. To create a React application, uh, hey, or application, and these are the specifications. Specifications. It should have 5 pages or screens, 5 pages, on which we about contact us, privacy, um, what's the last one? What's the last one? What's the last one? Okay, let's make it for more about contact us privacy. Or there you should be able to there should be a what's called in navigation as the header. This should be displayed in all the pages. And when clicked, navigates you to a particular page. And what else? Yes, your your contact us page should have a form which when submitted should perform a function that logs out the details in your console. And um, for privacy, use map to map through an object a list of objects. Let me just give an example, e.g., of objects of type um ID, then ID int, let's say number, um ID title, string, and text string. Let me check. Yeah, I think this should be okay for now. So can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we can see.
yes, yeah. So you just create the application React application, 4 pages, navigation as the header, just like I did this header here, this header in this layout page, like your app page. But instead of using this paragraph, you create another component called navigation and put navigation there. Just like, let me see, let me go to router. Something like this, as your navigation. So you can see your link to wherever. So when the person clicks on this link, it gets navigated to home or wherever. But your default one should be your default path, remember, it should be slash and should be the home the home page or the home screen. And your contact us page should have a form which when submitted, a function that logs out the details. The function should log out should log out the details in your console. So once the person submit, so you use how we saved states. You create a state for whatever you want to put in your form. So if it's like you want to collect person name and whatever, you can put this state object, then name whatever. Then when the person is done and person clicks submit, you just log out the states to your console. And for privacy, instead of using list for privacy, I want you to use map to list through an object to list to your Moscow iterate through an this thing, list of objects. So like this one now, let's say number one is we have number one, then we can have number two, three, and so on. Then number one can be of title. Why what do we do with this and the description? This is what we do with this, blah 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 blah. Number two can be why do we do this and this text, this is why we do this and blah 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 blah. So just so on and so forth like that. So do you understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So does anyone have any question? Like so far? Okay, I think that's enough. So thank you all for joining today. I really appreciate it. And
No
wishing
problem. No
you all
problem.
a
Thank you
lovely
very
day.
much.
Yeah man.
Thank you very much.
I'll I'll post the assignment in the group chat now and we'll go on for this. So wishing you all a lovely day. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.